What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Follow Play with CJ. So I'm going to focus in on the trade rumors surrounding Patrick Marleau. They've been going on for a couple days now, actually, probably a couple months. You look at the Sharks since Marleau signed that extension back in 2013. They've been not exactly the team they were a couple years ago. Obviously, evidenced by their collapse against the Kings in the first round of the 2014 playoffs. Which actually, in fairness to Marleau, he did average a point per game in that series. So you can malign him all you want, but the guy isn't as bad as he gets maligned to be. And to go one step further, missing the playoffs last year was a slap in the face. 9 points in 15 games in the season, carries a $6.6 million cap hit for this year and next year. And the Sharks, 7-8 on the season, not what they anticipated. They don't have their first round pick. They gave it up to acquire Martin Jones. Good deal. I thought they made a good deal with the Bruins to get a goalie that they wanted. And you look at the way Marleau's played. It's like, yeah, he's older, but he can still help a team. And he supposedly will accept a trade to one of three teams: the New York Rangers, the Anaheim Ducks, and the Los Angeles Kings. Marleau, when it's all said and done, will go back to San Jose to retire. It's where he's going to retire to. He's built a beautiful new house in Northern California. So, he wants to stay close to San Jose or be with a contender, is what I gather. Obviously, can't get much further from San Jose than New York City, but whatever. We'll go a little deeper right now. The Kings aren't happening. Straight up. Unless the Sharks are willing to take on Dustin Brown, which I don't think they are. I don't think anyone is. So, you can kind of dismiss that one right off the bat. Anaheim's intriguing. They've made trades before, in the division, in the state, so it's not unfathomable. But that $6.6 million cap hit for next year, when Anaheim's going to re-sign, a lot of those young defensemen, it's like, probably not going to happen. So you can kiss that one goodbye. And then you look at the Rangers, similar salary cap hell. They got a lot of guys to re-sign next year. You're looking at Kevin Hayes, JT Miller, guys like that. It's like, oh, they're all gonna want raises. Keith Yandle's a free agent. It's like there's all this going on. What do you do? So I don't think any of those three teams are doable. The Habs and the Nashville Predators, as well as the Chicago Blackhawks, will all be kicking the tires on them. Chicago's in kind of a weird spot with their salary cap, but any team can pull off a deal like that. It's Chicago. Montreal wants him, but apparently he's not too fond of going to play for the Habs. And Nashville, like I said, Dave Foyle likes to make big moves. You look at, and I've said this a billion times, the two contending teams, that wasn't hyperbole, by the way, I think I've literally said it a billion times, the two contending teams that stand to gain the most through a big trade and will make big splashes between now and the deadline are Nashville and Montreal. I think both teams have legitimate Stanley Cup aspirations, but they can both use another piece to help kind of fill out their Stanley Cup dreams. And Marleau could be that for one of the two teams, but we'll see what happens. I mean, he's been in San Jose for a long time. I mean, we're talking almost 20 years. So it's like, do you just kind of, cut bait and move on from him, or, do you find a way to he's been there for 18 years, so yeah, almost 20. I was right. Or, you let him go on and chase that cup. I don't fault him for wanting to leave and go win a Stanley Cup, but unfortunately, it's not as simple as you draw it up. So we'll see what happens. Definitely an intriguing situation to keep an eye on, because again, he's only been associated with one NHL team for his entire career, and I think definitely still has something left in the tank and could help a good team in the right situation. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's all I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.